This is the rucksack I brought with me today, and it's Swedish Army LK35 with modifications. So I'm just going to give you a little tour now of the pack. My mods aren't as good as they could be, but they are functional. So on the front here, I've got my Cold Steel Special Forces shovel, which just fits in there nicely. And that strap there is the original strap that came on it. I have put another one on the front here, so if I've got anything long, like a long axe, it can go on there. I've put British Army PLC pockets on the sides, and I've left a gap in the back. So on that side I got my silky saw, and on that side I got my big knife, top cell chetty. I haven't done any modifications to the inside because there's no need, it's just a nice big bucket. But the main modification I've done, which I haven't seen anybody else do, I've actually hired the pack up. Those are the original clips that go over there, so the pack sits down. But what I've done, I've hired the whole pack up. So underneath I've got room for a dry bag to, well, the dry bag that's there now is one I made, which I'll show you now. Oh yeah. I've also put a bit of foam on here because what I was finding, it was catching on my belt and it was pinching my fat against my belt, and it was quite unpleasant to carry. I would like to change the straps, they are a bit flimsy. So if you're wondering why I've got a messy carrier bag here, it's full of damp willow cord, willow fibres. That's the cordage I started making for my natural bow drill project, along with quite a lot of bow drill materials which I gathered. Hazel, willow, ivy, willow. But here's my dry bag I made. I'm attaching it on just with two bungees into there. So you can see that's how much of a gap I've got now, whereas before it was practically sitting on there. So that's a nice bit of space. So this is my dry bag I made. It's a heavy canvas. And it's an open-ended dry bag, which I've waxed with Greenland wax from Falraven. And in here I've got my hammock kit. So my tarps in there. My hoops for my hammock. And my Clark Jungle hammock. An amazing piece of kit, but not cheap. It's glued and riveted, and it's as tough as old boots. with a leather strap. There we are. So that's a tour of my modified LK35 pack. One thing I wanted to share with you, I got a new shirt. Not the most exciting news in the world, Rob's got a new shirt, but I thought I'd share this because it was a bargain. I wanted an overshirt for the summer with long sleeves, you know, so I can do dirty jobs, and I didn't want to spend a fortune, although I really fancy the Bison Bushcraft shirt, overshirt, but it ain't cheap, but I will get one. But I seen this with Military Mart, $6.99 brand new. I could have done with a bigger size, but this was the biggest one they do, so if you're a rather large chap, forget it. I'd say I'm sort of not quite that large. I'm usually a 43 chest, and this is a 41 large, so I can't really wear anything under it, a thin t-shirt perhaps, but an absolute bargain. I also bought a Mora Classic knife with them. That was only about 12 quid, and that was a bargain as well. So I'm just giving a thumbs up to Military Mart. I haven't bought anything with them before, so just wanted to share my shirt with you. Thanks. Swedish Army shirt. I'm wasted. I should have been a catwalk model.